Hello and welcome back to another installment of How It Works. And today we are going to do something a little different. We're actually going to take a sneak peek at a new block type that is being introduced in EnderIO version 2.3.0. We are currently on a beta build, so we can actually see what it is, but it is a teleport pad. Oh yes, they are adding the ability to teleport to any location, any XYZ coordinate in any dimension. Now the telepad is actually a multi-part block. It is kind of like the smeltery or big reactors in some other mods, where you need to place a certain quantity of blocks in a certain arrangement. This one's a very simple multi-part. It's just a 3x3 block of these telepad blocks, and it creates our telepad. Now I've put it down next to a capacitor bank so that we can get some power to it. You can see it holds 1 million RF, and you have your X, Y, and Z in dimension configuration here. And we can actually set these using coordinate selectors, and right now it doesn't look like we can actually edit them because the locking mechanism is not implemented yet. But we have these coordinate selectors, which do not have a particular build pattern yet, no crafting bench recipe, but what you do is you shift and then right click on any coordinate, any block. Like we can target this one from over here, that one can be any distance, and we can configure this for those coordinates. And then we just come to our telepad and we right click to set it on the telepad. You see down at the bottom it says set coordinates, and now it has it set in the telepad. Now I've made a few here in advance. We will try our Enderman farm real quick. Set that. You can see dimension 1, so it's going to the end. Now there's two ways to activate it. You can either hit the teleport button, or you can send it a redstone signal. And if you don't want to actually go, you can step off the pad and it stops the teleport. Now this visual glitch here is actually caused by Optifine. I've got the latest and greatest beta 6 Optifine, and it's still kind of bugging out on me. So you'll have to kind of deal with it until it's fixed. Let's teleport real quick. And there we go. We are now in the end at our Enderman farm. And I got another pad set up here, take us back to spawn. Now there is one other bug that I have seen with this teleporter. The first time we go back to spawn, it looks like this. It doesn't truly render the world very well, and I think this might have to do with our spawn. Yours may vary. You might have other locations in your world that have the same issue. But a simple relog does fix it, and now we're back to where we wanted to be. Now we can teleport to other places, such as our nether fortress. Let's go ahead and, oh, I just said it. Go ahead and teleport there so I can set this back to what it should be. And there we go. We are now at our nether fortress in the nether. Let's go ahead and place that, get our coordinates, there we go. And we can teleport back. We've already set this to spawn. And you can see now it actually loaded properly. So let's go ahead and see what this takes to build. Now, as I said before, the coordinate selector doesn't actually have a recipe just yet, but the telepad block does. So let's see what it takes to build it. It requires a staff of traveling, 2 fuse quartz, 4 dark steel, a travel anchor, and an octadic capacitor. And it requires 9 of those blocks to build one telepad there. Now, to actually build the staff, you just need an ender crystal, 2 dark steel arranged as so. You get that ender crystal by putting a soul vial of enderman and a vibrant crystal through a soul binder. Now, to get our travel anchor, You got your iron ingots, conduit binder, and a pulsating crystal, which is a diamond surrounded by pulsating iron nuggets. And for our octadic capacitor, we have 2 double layer capacitors, a glowstone block, 2 vibrant alloy. Vibrant alloy is just energetic alloy, and an ender pearl. The double capacitors are 2 basic capacitors, a pulverized coal, and 2 energetic alloy. And though energetic alloy is just redstone, gold ingot, and a glowstone dust. And those basic capacitors are just gold nuggets, copper, and 2 redstone. So it's quite a involved process. This will definitely be an end game kind of device. And it does have a little bit of a resource intensive thing since it has the diamonds, and it also has your soul vial since you need 9 staff of traveling to create these blocks. And it only takes a total of 100,000 RF to teleport. Now I'm not sure if that's going to be the final number or not. I really would like to see it somewhere closer to 1 million RF, so the entire bank here, just so that these aren't used as the standard mode of transportation for every single little thing. Because I can see in our world where we would definitely have quite a few of these littered about if they continue to have this 100,000 RF requirement, because we actually have quite the power plant. Now with these coordinate selectors, you can actually put them in an anvil and rename them just like you would any other item. And so that's how I've got our few locations here for our gold farm, nether fortress, and whatnot. So that'll make it easy to just replicate a bunch of these and keep them in chests next to your teleporters, so you can either carry some around with you in an ender pouch or just have some on site so you don't have to have a long list of all these XYZ coordinates to set your telepads to. Now, of course, all of these things are subject to change since this is still in a beta, but I expect most of this to remain the same for the final build of 2.3.0. Now, I hope that you've enjoyed this sneak peek at the teleportation pad and the special edition of how it works. If you've liked this episode, go ahead and hit that like button, and we will see you next time.